So I'm going to show you in just a few steps how we automate extremely personalized and targeted cold outreach on Facebook that gets replies, that doesn't look spammy, and most importantly, it doesn't look automated at all. So this is my favorite way of generating conversations and leads with only a few minutes of work per day. So there's 3 ways of doing this. Number 1, we'll search for our targets up here. Let's say we want to search marketing agency owners. We type that in, we go to people. We can get even more specific with the city they're in. Let's just leave this for now. Then we scrape these leads. So we can scrape these leads with positive keywords, where if we enter a word that is found here, it will pick them up, or negative keywords. So if we want to avoid a profile with a certain word, it will leave that person out if they have that word. So for example, if you want to target owners, but you don't want to target managers, you could put in owner, negative keyword, manager, and you can put as many as you want. This is just an example. Then you click start. Now you just let that scrape for as long as you can. It will scroll down automatically for you. I'm just going to stop it for now. It's so far scraped 25 people. Okay, I'm just going to save this list and I'm going to call this marketing agency owners. Now, if I want to create a new search and continue from where I left off, I would just click here, start from 26. I got down to 25, so I'm going to click start from 26, and let's just do the same thing. Owner, CEO, manager, trainer, start, and it's taking everyone from 26 downwards. So let's just stop that for now. I'll save that. That would be a separate list. I'll save that as another search. So 26 plus. Okay, I've got 2 lists. Now I'm going to create a campaign with that list. Let's call this marketing agency owner. And now I'm going to create my message sequence. And it's very personalized. We can use the first name, last name, and full name. And we can write variations of the message. So when we actually send the message, it sends 2, 3, or 4 different messages. And this is great. So Facebook won't detect that you're sending the same message. We can even add emojis. If you go to Emojipedia, you can even add emojis to this as well. So I'm going to create a couple versions. I would suggest create at least 3. And the whole point of this first message is to generate a conversation. You're not going to try to sell your service straight away. You just want them to reply. And we can send follow-ups here. So I will send a follow-up 1 day later with the same thing, and whatever you want. Put a couple alternates here, and you can create as many follow-ups as you like. So the good thing about that is that you don't have to go back and actually write that follow-up message again. It's going to be sent automatically to them. So you only have to deal with the conversations that reply, which will save you a lot of time. Okay, now we've got that campaign. All we do is we assign it to a list. So we've got this one here. I can assign it here, and I turn initial message on. Now that will start. And I can also assign it to this list. So you can assign the same campaign to different lists. So the more lists you have have different campaigns, or you can have the same one, so you don't have to write the sequence again. So all you have to do is assign it here. I will zoom in. All you have to do is assign it here and turn an initial message on, and that will start sending the message. So it will take 3 to 5 minutes to get in gear and start sending those messages, and it will send a new message every 3 to 5 minutes. So we're keeping very well within Facebook's message time, so we don't get flagged. So one is the time that we send it, how frequent we send it. We're not sending one every minute, so Facebook won't flag us. And number 2, we're sending a variation of messages. So it's not going to get the same 50 messages sent in one go. Now, we also have a warm-up feature. So this is what I would suggest if you start with a profile that you're not been sending that many messages with. So you can enable warm-up, and you can choose the number of messages that you start with and increase the frequency. Mine is pretty warmed up right now, so I don't need to do that. And in general, you can change your daily message limit. So I'm going to put that to 50, and I'll put a daily follow-up message limit of 50 as well. I would keep friend requests off for now while you're sending the messages, as you don't want to trigger too much. But if you want, you can enable automated friend requests as well, but you don't want to send too many. So keep that always around 10 or so. But you don't need to send friend requests right now. You can just send this message and deal with the ones that reply, and they'll get sent follow-ups if they don't reply. So that's how easily we grab people from people search. Now we can also grab people from the comments. So I'm going to zoom out of here. Okay, we can also grab people from comments in groups, comments from ads, comments from any post, comments from reels. Wherever you see comments on Facebook, we can grab those people. So there's a lot of different ways of targeting people through comments. So one thing I like to do is find an ad, or the best thing to do is if you have ads that you save. So if you're going just scrolling through Facebook, you see an ad that you like, or an ad that's related to your service, it's a competitor, people are commenting on it, and maybe they have a pain point that they're commenting about, and you can use the keyword filter to filter that pain point down. Maybe it's struggling, the word struggling. Maybe it's this doesn't work, whatever it is. And then you can target those people who have that exact pain point. And I'm going to show you how we actually get a very specific message going to them, which doesn't look automated at all and is very targeted. So one thing is, okay, let's just take a random group. Now I'm going to find a post which has at least 20 comments first. Okay, so this has 129 comments. And if I just quickly look, okay, that's my messenger opening up. So it actually sends the message. There you go. It just sent that message. So I'm going to leave Messenger open and just go back to Facebook. Okay, now I'm going to go and find a post that has at least 20 comments. Let's just take this one. I don't know what it's about. So what I do is I quickly read it, and this is okay. They're creating an amazing tool for sales with AI. So I'm trying to get the gist of what the post is about, as that's what I'm going to talk to them about. Now, what I'll do is get my extension here. Well, first, so what I'm going to do is load the comments and then change it to all comments. So what it will do is it will find the person who made the first comment here. It won't find any of the replies. It'll find the first person here. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you a little trick that I do. So I'm going to start this. If you see the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, etc., it's found all those people. It's reached the end. And now this is how you can make sure that you're going to send a very targeted message. I'm going to save this list. So I save it. I'm going to name it by the name of the group. Let's just call it growth marketing. I will name the person who posted it because I'm going to reference that. And I'm going to say what it's about. So this is about a sales AI tool. One thing you can also do, and because you may not want the admins of the group to know that you're messaging people from the group, even though you're not spamming them, you're just making a conversation, but you can put the admin's name or the person that posts name in the negative keywords. So if they made a first comment and you put the admin name or the person that posts name in negative keywords, they won't be scraped. So you're not actually going to send them a message, which is great, because obviously you don't want to include the admin in the same message that you send everybody else. But now that is saved, I'm going to go back to my tool here. Now we're going to create another campaign, and this is how we can get very targeted. So just remember the name of this. It was the growth marketing one. So this was growth marketing. What I would do is obviously name it the same as the list, but let's just keep it that for now to save time. And then I'm going to create a template. So this is how we can get very, very personalized. So I'd be hi, first name. I spotted your comment under, and then I'm going to reference the person who made the post, Marina, under Marina's post in the growth marketing group. It was about sales AI tool. And then, so first, now you can see how targeted, how personalized this is, right? One, I've got their name. Second, I'm referencing a comment. Third, I'm referencing where that comment was on someone's post, and I put that person's name in. Fourth, I'm referencing where the group was, which group they commented in. 5, I'm referencing what the post was about and that they've showed interest in it. Did you ever get to check it out? Something like that, right? And now I'm going to ask a question because I want a reply. So you can do a variety of these. One good thing is if you have an initial message that you want and you want to create variations, just put that into ChatGPT and ask it to create variations using different words. And then you'll have 3 different versions of the same message, but it's all worded differently, so Facebook won't be able to detect it. But for now, I would just write another one, and then I'll change a few words about a sales AI tool. It was in the growth hacking group. Now I'm just changing a few words around here. It sounds really cool. I want to check it out. And now I'm creating some rapport because now I want them to feel that, you know, I'm on the same level as them. Like I want the same thing as them. So this is why I'm just trying to create a relationship with them. Like, I want to check it out. Have you tried it? Yeah. Okay. So now you create a couple versions of that, create. Now I've got my 2 versions, and then I'll create a follow-up. And it's ready to the tool. I still haven't got access. Did you? Again, I'm creating some familiarity, some rapport, some connection that we're in the same boat here. I'm trying to sell you anything or trying to get you as a lead or anything like that. This is purely to drive a conversation so they can reply, and then I'll lead on. Once they reply, then you do your own thing with how you take that conversation. But now, once I create that, add that growth marketing, add that here, send that initial message. Now that's going to start sending. Now, if you see, so far we've got one message here, two message here, that's running. So that's just running in the background. And I've got my limit set at 50 per day. So while I do other things, I'm just going to keep this open and it's going to send 50 messages per day. And I'm just going to log back in an hour or two, see what the replies are. At the end of the day, see what the replies are and take those conversations forward. So very targeted, automated, very personalized based on what they're interested in. So what I would do if I was you is I'd go to groups that have your target market in. I would find, you can even find videos. So let's just say let's just put the word lead generation. I will go to these kind of videos here and obviously get a bit targeted on who the person is, like who the target audience is. But see the same here, look. There's comments here. You can scrape all these comments, all these people here, and then you reference the videos like, hey, I saw you saw HBA services video on the data entry, etc., etc. Obviously, be a bit more creative on how you do the videos. So like I said, there's group comments, there's posts on your feed, there's video comments, reels. Go to reels if you know some reels there that your target market will be on, that commenting on. And there's also ads as well. So obviously your competitors' ads, people are targeting, and you'll be able to find who they are. So great tool. Let me know if you need access and if you need any help on how to use it. This is an absolute great tool.